Hello, Hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao Namaste. Peace to all. This is Soulology, the science of the soul. Let's discuss something important in most people's lives. We always want to be right. We always want to be the best everything. We get into arguments because today's society is about defending people. I'm just defending myself. Let's just say that's not important. 3 ways to really stop or slow down an argument. Let's begin. Number 1, observation. Observation is very important to stopping an argument because it allows you, in a sense, to see before you what is so. And not what people tell you, not what you feel is right or wrong or anything, but the simple fact of, okay, I saw this in front of me and I'm explaining to them, this is what I did, that's what I did, I saw it right in front of me. You've observed the situation, or even observing the simple fact of the argument at hand and observing, oh, well, maybe you got in an argument, for example, about going to a food place. Might be a petty argument, but hey, it's an argument nonetheless. And maybe you're with a few people. Someone tells you they want to go to Panera. They want to go to this fancy restaurant. And you tell them that we can go there some other time. So you head out somewhere else and get your food. Or better yet, you tell them by the end of the week you'll take them. Head out, go somewhere else. Now if that person hears you say, well, you told me by the end of the week we'll go, and you say, no, I didn't. In a sense, they've observed through your words that you had stated that to them. So there'd be no reason to lie. It's simply stating what so is so right in front of you. But on top of that, number 2, understanding. You also, besides observing, you have to understand the situation at hand, or comprehend the situation at hand, better yet. This is a word I'm learning. Because a mentor of mine named Mark Christopher was explained to me, this means I'm under where you're under where I stand. By comprehending and understanding how a person feels, no matter if you feel you dislike what they say or think, but by comprehending it, this is why I constantly say, what could hurt you so much that you would hurt me just to heal yourself? And simply by looking them in the eye, even if I don't agree, but truly understanding, by comprehending how they feel and saying, I can understand how you feel that way. Because I'm looking through their ways of their world of how they came to this conclusion of how they feel. I'm realizing through their own feelings there's a reason they feel this way due to something that may have happened to them in life, and I'm willing to comprehend, to understand, to know how they truly feel about who they are as a person, to grow and have a conversation and talk to them instead of argue. I can slow down. That can even stop an argument by actually having a conversation with that person through understanding. It takes a lot of practice, but once you get it down and you actually work on it, it becomes easier and easier and easier. And number 3, you have to be willing, if not be, unconditional love. Many of us would say, well, can't be that because, I've been hurt so much and I don't want someone to take my heart again the way that person did, or that person did, or that person did, or that person did. I don't want that for me. I've been there. I've been there, I've been hurt, and I stopped trusting people at one point. But what I had to realize was because I stopped doing that, what I saw in others was mistrust, I saw that within myself. I had to really take the time to love myself first and give myself that unconditional love so I can truly give it to others without feeling hurt or pain or anything. And when I took that time to myself to love me for me, instead of what people said I should do, that I shouldn't really love someone that way, you shouldn't love too quickly, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Love yourself first in order to love others before you. You can't change the world until you change yourself. You can't love the world or anybody in it until you love yourself first. Love is very important. It's a key element of who you really are naturally. The beauty within, everything you are comes from that. By loving yourself first and taking that time. And even in arguments, by loving that individual, your friend, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your family member, whatever it is, grandma, mom, dad, whoever it is, uncle, sister, brother, by actually understanding them. Even if you get frustrated with them and you're like, I've known them all my life, this is just the way they are. When you actually take time to understand them, you can truly cause a shift in someone's life by just giving them that unconditional love. I remember I went to this gas station and there was a guy who was just asking for change. Now, I've discussed this with some people that if you constantly ask me over and over, of course I'm not going to stop because that takes away the strength that you have within yourself. But at that point in time, I was growing generosity and unconditional love. The guy couldn't understand why no one could just give him a bit of change. And he had asked me, and I just simply reached in my pocket and gave him all the change I had. I didn't think about it. I didn't think, oh, just give him a quarter, this and that. I gave unconditional love. And even with friends and family members at times, I do argue with some people, and I'm still working on myself. I'm not perfect. But I do love them. And I do my best to show that and grow that within, even when people get frustrated with me and I get frustrated with them, because I know at the end of the day, unconditional love is vitally important to grow a person and to grow you. Because if you don't, how do you expect to see that beauty within who you truly are? Because don't you truly realize that you are the gods, the goddesses, and the creators within this world? And to know thyself is to know the creator within who you truly are. So to everybody out there, have a good morning, have a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening. Namaste.